Hello, my friends. Again, hot weather. I feel sorry for everyone who is suffering. At least we have... It's too hot for me, but we were driving today with open roof and the hair was everywhere. But I'm surviving the heat. A lottery announcement will be at the end of the video, so please wait with me. And thank you so much for your comments, around 300. So it will be, one of you will be a winner. So please stay and then send me email with your phone number and I will contact with you. Okay? I will, and Chris Miller, Alicja Krakiewicz, and Merlin H. Complaining that they don't get notification. I know so many of you are complaining, and that's the part of... I don't have anything that I can work on. I know that if you will be making comments at the end of the video or during the video, you have more luck to be subscribed. That's what I learned from others who had the YouTube channel. So usually that way you can. And Cheryl was always unsubscribing and resubscribing. Eventually they let her to be on my channel because every few days she was complaining that she doesn't get any notifications. Okay, I shuffle the cards and I will be answering your questions with pictures in my mind, and sometimes I have to understand what they mean. Cheryl, my girlfriend that you know now, she is asking, it's interesting that Midas Touch channel viewers out their character to comment with various age groups and demographics. Are they actually making difference and changing minds of people? They are like a good servant, opening the doors, and if people want to listen, they can change the minds. So that's a good... I believe they are making a huge progress for the people who are confused. They don't know which direction to go. For the ones who are in love with Trump. And then they can make their own judgment. So this is very good program, Midas Touch. If you never watch it, find that on YouTube. They have so many great comments. Okay, Kathy McLaughlin, what do you see coming for Lindsey Graham? I saw him like a cowboy on a donkey, going through the prairies. Everyone will forget about him probably eventually because he will be a lost soul. That's what I'm finding. That's what I saw. He will be going to the world somewhere, disappearing. Hard work. And because he was putting a really hard work to make sure that Trump will be a winner, and he was sharing with him that, so he will have a problem eventually. Cheryl, this was interesting question. I have to put this right away. She asked me, and I didn't have time to watch the video that was related to that question. So she asked me, is Biden preparing nomination for justice to expand the court? Will anyone be appointed prior to the election in November 2022? Excuse me. And I think when I saw a vision of Adam taking apple from apple tree. It's a symbol of temptation. It's a symbol of making huge change because when they pulled the apple, everything changed for them. So we became just humans, which is not bad, because otherwise we were living in beautiful garden, but we wouldn't be able to experience life. So he is. So I saw that as an answer, and it's from Bible again. The trumpets in the last video that shake the walls of you know what I was talking in the previous video about the trumpets that will destroy the walls, related to Jeannie Thomas when she will be testifying. This is like another part about Bible. So I think this will be very significant, and I will read something about it. Yeah, that's a magic that he is trying to do to bring security for USA, and he will take chances, which is great. And the second part, the second part was from Ella Harris. Do you see the Supreme changing to shorter terms rather than lifetime? And I saw a Bastille when there was riots in France in 1789. They went to Bastille. There was only few prisoners, but that made a huge change, started the revolution. Again, something very dramatic related to that question. So I will answer. Democrats announced to introduce new legislation to put limits on Supreme Court. 2 appointments will be per year, per first 2 years of new president. And no appointee will be longer in the Supreme Court than 18 years. So if the president is for 2 years, he will appoint only 2. But if he will be for 4 years, he will have 4 his people in the Supreme Court. And if you want to know more, please watch the Ring of Fire. Farron was explaining this far better than I am, but it is something really huge. I didn't even thought that I thought Biden and making a sin, taking something that is forbidden. We can expect that. So will there be, that was the answer, because it is already in the progress and they are going to fight to legislate that. They still have seniority. Would that be great? It's more taking chances. So I will put the cards back. Because at least eventually it will be something that the judges will know that they will be replaced. They will be eventually removed, so they are not for whole life. And the first one will be out. It will be Judge Thomas. Clarence Thomas is the oldest one. He is the longest, so he will be out of the door. We can only hope that legislation will go through. Brenda McGillivray, sorry, my writing. Why Senator Manchin suddenly flip and make a deal with the bill to Senate? Was he threatened or paid off support for the bill? And I saw him going to talk to the priest for confession. He has some sins, someone knows about this, and he was probably blackmailed. I can't explain this any other way. I don't think he will be that nice, but that's what I saw, so that was the reason. I will see what the cards are saying. He wants to be now reunited with his family, with Democrats. He was sleeping on it. Someone put the swords towards him and took him. You will be in trouble if you are not doing this. So they have some legal things on him. 444 Marla is the questionnaire. Is there going to be nuclear war? And believe it or not, today King Jong-un declares North Korea ready to mobilize nuclear weapons and eliminate South Korea. That was when I read this. A few minutes later, I went through on that article. Well, there will be a... I see him playing with the button. I don't see him pushing, but I'm seeing him kind of making threats. He is ready getting out of his cave. He is a cheater. Maybe that's good. Maybe he will be cheating that he wants to do. And he wants to... He needs a doctor help because he is crazy. But we can help him with this. But crazy people can do stupid things, so we have to pray that there will be no war. I don't want to think about war. I didn't see the war. I saw him just playing with red button. You know, the ones that was from Staplers. I had that one once, so people could tell me that they want my attention. Just at the store. Justine Jordan, will there be a massive outbreak of monkeypox in America? Will USA provide ample vaccines against it? I saw a lot of damage like after the fire. So there will be first spreading and then they will have to put the water on it and stop it. There will be some problems. I'm not seeing this too bright. I think there will be some problems and we have to pray that they will start making more effort to vaccinate people sooner. They are negotiating new vaccines from Europe. They are paying and they will be busy to vaccinate people. Cheryl. Okay. What unified message do your guidance say? Unified message your guidance say would aid the Democrats in winning the House again? Third time, actually, because they are already. Don't be suicidal. Make a clean up from the bottom to the top. If people don't want Biden, give them a new hero, nice clean look in the party, because 75% don't want Biden to be re-elected. So maybe they have to promise that they will let someone younger to be the one that they will be fighting for. I don't have anything against Biden. I just think that when we are getting old, we are not as sharp as we were when we were younger. It's related to Biden and related to married girl, DOJ. I think if someone younger will be more vibrant, it will be better on those two positions. That just, it's not my opinion. 75% of people thinks the same way. So that's kind of the message that they should listen to and do some cleanup, and because it is a battle, they have to win, and the dragon is here laying down and they have to be on a white horse. They need to think about good harvest and they need to fulfill people expectations, people dreams. People will follow them, but they have to give them promise that will be what they are dreaming about. And Charlotte O'Keefe, could you do a reading on Secret Service? Were they being compromised by foreign government? If so, which country? And they were obeying the rules. They were, yes, both sides. I'm not an army person, but they were obeying the rules. So if Trump was compromised, they were compromised, and they could be compromised by Russia or Saudi Arabia or even Turkey, because what his name, Flynn, was compromised by Turkish government. So we should eventually will learn all those secrets, but not yet. He was cheating, so they were following him. He was the leader, they were following the leader. And they were so infatuated with him, so they were playing lovers. Charlotte, and it's for entertainment only. Okay. I should say that at the beginning. And I know you guys are reminding me. Charlotte O'Keefe, could you do a reading of Secret? Oh, that was how you did. Alicia Wagner, when do you think Trump will be indicted? This year or next year? And I saw him shredded to pieces, so I don't know if it will be this year. I don't think this year they have enough time to do it. It has to be slow process to destroying him, because shredded to pieces, it will take a while, so we are lucky if it will be next year. But Angel of Justice is watching everything. Thank you. Surprise, and he will be punishment. He will go to jail or feel the punishment. If he will escape, then you can't follow him. But they will ask for extradition, but some countries wouldn't let him to be extradited. Dreaming big, that's the question. Excuse me, is the question here. Do you see the tiny houses becoming more popular in the USA, in all the states? And because I'm getting older, the stairs, I know, will be eventually a problem. And in those tiny houses, they usually go up. If that's what you mean, then it is really hard to imagine all the people being very much in love with them. But the tiny houses on a flat, on one floor will be great. Probably a lot of people would like to have tiny house without even too much of a gardening, so they can live on that. But I was wondering what houses will be eventually popular, and I saw houses built under the ground with the glass on top, especially when the climate is so hot. That will give people some isolation from the heat, from the cold and the heat, and from the fires. Maybe even from floods, if they will be well protected. That will protect people from being victims of the tornadoes and so on. So this is another option for people to start thinking, going under the ground. That was my vision and what the cards are saying. They will be doing a lot of research, a lot of paperwork. Some lonely people would love that, and they have to make this into a law, so people will be feeling secure when they are buying. Usually when you are buying a house, you need a lawyer, so that will be a good thing. And now I will put them away. And thank you, those two ladies, BP, and I put the name, but thank you, BP, for writing all those hours. And now in the last one, it was Hilda Flores. So thank you, both ladies, for doing that wonderful job for rest of you. And for me too. So Alexis is asking, are there any remedies for pain from nerve damage after shingles? When shingles goes away, apparently there are some nerves damage and they still give you a pain. So if anyone knows that, I don't know any painkillers, because I told you I'm allergic to painkillers. So even when I'm going to the dentist, I can't take painkillers. I have to do the meditation to kind of calm me down, because the first time he gave me some painkillers, in Poland they were never giving us any painkillers. And in Canada, when I went to the dentist, he gave me a painkiller and I fainted. Even in England, the dentist that I was going to visit, he was not giving me painkillers. I don't know, but until 70s, I never got any painkillers. So when I woke up under the muzzle of oxygen, I told him that I never had the painkillers, and he said, okay, the next time we will be doing you without painkillers. And to this day, we are stuck that way. It's only me and another lady doctor who doesn't want to have the painkillers. So there is someone who knows more than me, and she doesn't want that. So please, if you know anything, I will share this with you next time. If you know any remedies for, except meditation, for painkillers. Doreen McCann, when you have a swelling from wasp sting, apply dab of mud-based facial mask products just the first minutes when it's happened, and apparently that will help. And Biserka Ranic, for bee stings, use baking soda, and someone else was making baking soda water paste, but as well as she was saying that she was dipping, she was covering ice cube in the paper towel, and when it was wet, she was dipping in the soda and putting on the wound, and it was helping. So all those things are great. Thank you so much. Now we have to pray for Biden. Is sick again, so we have to pray for his health, that he wouldn't suffer long-term illness, because apparently he is feeling not too bad, but we have to give him protection. And we want to send the best wishes to Ukraine, because they are so badly bombarded, showed today, last night, and the people from Kentucky who were flooded. We want to ask Mother Earth to give us a break, that the Earth will be a safer place to live. Please, Mother Earth, give us a peace on this earth and let us to enjoy normal climate. That was for a long time we were taking for granted, and we never thought that it would be that bad. So right now it's really so hot in Europe. I talked with my sister-in-law in Poland, and she said they had pouring rain whole night, like pouring. So they are afraid that there might be floods coming. There was some hurricane coming from Krakow not long ago. So we never had those ones before. I grew up and I was into 30s, and I never heard about any hurricane damages, and now it's all the time. So it's nothing unusual. Germany was flooded not few years ago, quite a few years ago, and those things were never happening. And Portugal fires and Spain fires, everywhere people are dying from being exposed to the heat. Yes, it's so horrific, and please help to save the earth. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. And I will forget. I didn't. Good for me. But the lottery. Okay, and I will post the lottery on as the first on the previous because it is under the last video, so I will have to pin it as the first one. So sorry if Hilda's Flores post wouldn't be anymore the first one, but now I will. Oops. Why I can't go faster here? Oh, shoot. Okay. Because I was under comments, okay. So many of you wrote nice comments to Hilda, and I was stuck there. It's about 300 comments. Deborah Goldlewski. Oh, thank you, Violetta. So I will post this one. Deborah, you are the winner. Congratulations. And please write me your phone number on email, psychicvioletta. But you will find on my website, so because I have 3 different emails, and I will answer you, and I will contact with you, so please call me. Okay, thank you. And please send me your phone and I will call you. Okay, congratulations. Bye-bye.